Did you know that 97% of teenagers play video games, but only 28% of high school students report feeling engaged in school? What if we could bridge that gap by turning learning into a game? Stay tuned for today's episode where we talk about gamification. Welcome everybody to Teach, Lead, Innovate. We made it to Friday, everybody. And guess what? It's Forward Thinking Friday here on the Teach, Lead, Innovate podcast. And today we're exploring one of the most exciting trends in education and leadership, gamification. From classrooms to professional development, gamification is revolutionizing how we learn and lead. So let's dive into the research, real-world applications, and actionable steps to help you stay ahead of the curve. So what is gamification in education? Well, quite simply, it involves applying game mechanics like points, badges, and leaderboards to non-game contexts like teaching and leadership. The goal is simple: make learning more engaging and rewarding. Research defines gamification as using game design elements in educational environments to increase motivation and participation. It's not about playing games in the classroom, but using game strategies to foster engagement. In a key study conducted by Saylor, Hens, Mayer, and Mandel, they showed that gamification improves motivation, collaboration, and problem-solving skills among students. But it's not just for students. Leaders are using gamification to improve team dynamics and drive innovation. So let's talk about some real-world applications of gamification, right? It's already transforming education and leadership in very powerful ways. So one example would be Classcraft. Classcraft is a gamified classroom management tool where students earn points for positive behaviors and academic achievements. In a study by Bay, students in gamified classrooms reported higher levels of engagement and collaboration than those in traditional settings. Now, also, we can take a look at language learning, right? Duolingo. Millions of students use Duolingo to learn languages through gamified lessons. Research by Veselinov and Grego found that gamification increased persistence and retention rates among language learners. And in the area of leadership development, in corporate and educational leadership, platforms like Leaderboard and Habitica use gamification to promote goal setting and team accountability. Studies by Hamari, Kovista, and Sarsa found that gamification in professional settings enhanced motivation and goal achievement. So we're talking about gamification, and you can't help but get excited, use it yourself, and bring it to your school, your team. How do you do so? Let's talk about 3 simple steps. As always, we want to start small. Add game elements like points or badges to a single project or lesson. For example, offer a leaderboard for students who complete assignments early or demonstrate teamwork. It's important to also choose the right tools. Explore apps like Classcraft, Kahoot, or Habitica to integrate gamification into your classroom or professional development sessions. And focus on purpose. Gamification works best when aligned with clear goals. So use it to reinforce positive behaviors, improve engagement, or develop specific skills. Now, while gamification offers incredible benefits, it's important to consider potential challenges. We're talking about equity. Ensure that gamification strategies are accessible to all learners, regardless of their background or skill level. And try not to overemphasize rewards. Avoid relying too heavily on extrinsic rewards, as this can sometimes diminish intrinsic motivation over time. That's not to say that extrinsic rewards aren't important, right? I always share this example when I talk to some teachers who are really sort of wary about using, say, a prize system in their classroom for the same reason. I understand that, but consider that we are all sometimes working for an extrinsic reward every 2 weeks when we get paid. Sometimes, and that doesn't mean that that's the driving force, right? That's not the driving force in why we do what we do, but it nonetheless is a piece of it. It's an extrinsic reward. So I think it's important to do a balance, right? But I think that that's key, the balance. But careful planning and reflection can help you maximize the benefits while minimizing the pitfalls. And to kind of finish out here, gamification isn't just a trend, right? It's a tool for transforming education and leadership. By making learning and collaboration more engaging, gamification helps us connect with students and colleagues in much more meaningful ways. All right, everybody. So I want to thank you again, as always, for joining me on Teach, Lead, Innovate. I hope you all have an amazing weekend ahead. Congratulations again on making it to Friday. You did it. You deserve a clap, a pat on the back. And I hope you, again, have an amazing weekend ahead. If you've tried gamification or want to learn more, please reach out to me at the Cycling Superintendent on Instagram or send me an email. Let's level up our classrooms and leadership practices, my friends. All right. So, again, until we meet again, I'll see you on Monday, everybody. Stay inspired, stay positive, and of course, have the best day ever.